happening, people? Welcome back to the Brothers Geek Out podcast. Today's episode, we're gonna geek out about we got Nia just cheering us on. We're gonna geek out about and give our thoughts on Axel Foley, Inside Out 2, Eric, some of the trailers that's come out this week. We'll give our thoughts about that. We got some news for you, DC news, some casting for the DC universe, some other news. And yeah, no retro movie review this week, but we got some news for you and some reaction. So we're gonna go through that. I'm back in Dubai. As you can see, the old background. We're separated again. I just landed today. Getting back into things is just always a mission. When you're getting back, nothing's always smooth. There's always things to sort out left, right, and center. But I'm always joined by Kibbs. How you doing, bro? How's London? I miss everyone already.
I'm good, bro. I'm good, man. I know, man. It feels like it went by so quick, bro. And I know a couple of people enjoyed the episodes of us being together. Yeah, man, it went by so quick. And man, listen, quick shout out to the Small Town Critics. They had us on our episode last week, which we've had loads of content come out. They are a wonderful bunch, and I want to say a massive thank you to the work that they've done and the work that they are doing. And I'm probably going to catch them. I've got the screening for Twister tonight, so I'm going to head out to watch that. I'll probably catch them there and send some love over to them. But all good, bro. Busy 2 days. I've jumped into this new venture. I won't say anything as of yet until everything's kind of fully out there, which kind of went really well, but hard work. But I suppose it just felt like it. Like yesterday was like more of a taking it in, like how it went and stuff like that. And yeah, it should be good. It'd be good. Other than that, I'm tired. I think we got back yesterday after you guys left, just after 8, and then just trying to, as you said, man, just trying to keep on top of everyday lifestyle stuff is hard, man. I yesterday I was like, man, I put the bins out. I was like, I'm done, man. I don't want to do nothing else, man. This having a house and dealing with all this madness is overrated, man. I'd love to just be that kid, be 40-year-old Kibbs at mum's house. No responsibility. But no, other than that, it's been good. It's good to see everybody. Yeah, it's been a busy couple of weeks, man. I got to say, we've got to do some outlandish stuff. We said we'll cover a few things on here. But guys, please go check out the Marvel Updates episode, where we go into a bit more depth about two of the Marvel trailers that came out, Agatha, Captain America, and the sneak peek we had to Deadpool and Wolverine, which I'm still very excited for, bro. Yeah. All right, man. Let's dive in, bro.
Yeah, no,
Thanks for
yeah. I'm putting on my hat because I'm going to be wearing this hat for the next 2 weeks, bro, or 3 weeks until we watch the movie and do a movie review for this one. I'm gonna keep wearing this hat, bro, because I'm still pumped over this. So guys, do check that out. Get our full reaction on and review and thoughts on the Marvel week that we had last week, which includes this, and I cannot wait. Sorry, I was just uploading some of the stuff that we're gonna talk about. I didn't really get a chance.
Yeah.
Completely forgot to do it because I want to share the screen so the viewers can see what we're talking about if you are watching us. But if not, and you're listening to us, we will try to be clear with what we're saying. All right, well, let's get into it real quick. We'll be quick with this. I know we got lots to talk about. You got a screening to go to, be quick, but always starting off with real world issues. I did want to, as always, say free Palestine, free Sudan, free Congo. I did want to say that, a remembrance of the genocide that took place in Bosnia in 1995, on July 11th. It's Srebrenica. That's an area, I think, where over, if I remember the number, over 8,000.
Bloody hell.
I believe 8,000 people, Muslims, were just killed just for being Muslim. That genocide happened in Bosnia then. So just remembrance for them.
What year was that?
1995, bro. We're talking about
bloody hell. That's not even that long ago, bro.
29 or something years ago.
That's insane, bro. We humans are cruel, bro. We ain't learned. Even after what happened with the football yesterday, systematic racism. It's there.
It came out.
You know what I mean? Yeah, bro. It's like horrible, bro. Horrible. Like, don't get me wrong. I watched the match and I'll cheer with the boys, but then the racist remarks after, I was like, some people haven't learned, bro. Some people haven't learned, and
But
sometimes
that's
they have to learn the
typical.
hard way. But even when it's not in there, it's systematically said anyway. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean that's typical football. The boys were talking about it on the news, like I don't know the players, but the Nigerian and the non-English
Mm.
white English players, when the team's winning, they give them credits and whatnot. But when they're losing, they're not English, they're from the other places and whatnot. And they probably blame them on the papers. Some papers just put their faces there. I mean, I've the boys talk about it. I don't follow it, but I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. But most of these teams, these
Yeah.
Euro teams, anyway, their star football players are not even from their nation. I mean, historically from their nation. So it's like
Mm.
when you're winning stuff for us, you're one of us. And when you're not winning, when it's anything else, it's like, no, you're not one of us. You're whatever. But had to, that genocide never
Yeah,
spoken.
yeah, no, of
I
course, yeah.
only found
No,
out
we
about
haven't,
that.
yeah.
I only found out about that when July 11th happened, and I saw a lot, again, social media and people posting Instagram posts. I'm like, cool. Well, the
Mm.
schools will never teach me that, so I'm glad there are people out there that teaching me that. And this week has been another horrible, horrible, disgusting week in Palestine. I mean, there was this,
Oh, bro.
well, the death toll. So there was, I can't remember the exact number, sorry, the exact organization, but I believe it was like a reputable UK international medical which organization that kind of determined that over 185,000 people actually dead in Palestine. Right, the numbers you got from Al Jazeera is the ones that the Ministry of Health collect with the bodies coming in. But we're talking about, I think that come in the exact word, but that organization is counting everything and all the people under the kids and stuff under the rebel, talking about 185,000. And I saw a couple of like press things and whatnot, and people are not denying it. Before the Hamas numbers, Hamas numbers. With this one, people are not even denying it. They just kind of brushed past the question. Like the US secretary dude was, instead of saying Hamas, how they normally do with the Al Jazeera Ministry of Health numbers, the Palestine Ministry of Health, this time he was just like, regardless, the amount of civilians death is just appalling. I mean, 185,000, instead of even like being like, oh no, wait, that's where do you get the numbers from? Because it was from this reputable organization, they just change it to like, oh, it's high. Even if it's one high, it's high. It's like, no, like you guys don't even want to admit. It's like, what's happening, you're letting it happen. So that's been disgusting. And also what was also discovered last week, which people been saying it from the very beginning, it's not old, is what happened on October the 7th. Like the Hannibal Directive was activated by the Israeli terrorist force. And so they basically had a shoot to kill order. That Hannibal Directive, again, you've got to look into the exact meaning of what it is. But it's basically a shoot to kill order. It's basically kill anyone on site, including your own people. Like their philosophy is we would rather kill our own rather than them be taken as hostages and being used as leverage. Right? Again, check into the news report, even that Piers Morgan had a few people on and they didn't even deny it. They were like, oh, we got to investigate, but they didn't even deny it. But the facts are, I'm not saying that on October the 7th, bad things didn't happen from the Hamas lot. But the point is, now we really don't know how many people were killed by their own Israeli terrorist force, because they initiated the Hannibal Directive. So hopefully, I mean, I don't know, but if they do some, I mean, this was published by their own Israeli publication. I think it was Haaretz or whatnot, their own one, right? So some great journalism. I don't know if it's great journalism, but you know what? Good for them. Good for them for putting it out there and taking a step. But we will find out one day, man, how many really were killed by their own people on that day. And I hope the people of because end of the day, on breaking points, there was someone. I mean, look, I'm not going to go into it. There was some bad. Obviously, what happened October 7th was bad anyway, because innocent people.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Because the innocent people died. But now the question is, how many of their own did they kill? That number that was killed on that day, how many was inflicted by the Israeli terrorist force? And that's what I'm going to call them. I don't care. I'm just saying the words out there. So that was
No,
tough,
listen,
man.
bro.
It
I
was a
think people
tough
try and
week.
hide it and the rest of it.
They
No,
bombed the
man.
school.
Terrorists. Terrorists.
They bombed
Terrorists.
the school.
They're
They bombed
terrorists.
kids playing football. All this
They're
sort of stuff. They're
terrorists.
doing the same thing. They're just killing children there.
YouTube, you can do whatever you want. Shadow ban or whatever, man. Let me grab that, bro. I'll be right back. Give me a second. Continue, bro.
Yeah, we've been shadow banned anyway. So the truth is, I'm just going to say the words. I'm just going to say it how I know. Some people just, you know, I've seen some other channels, they're like, just avoid saying the word, say the T word or the H word, all this sort of stuff. But we're shadow banned anyway. Fuck it. Just gonna say it. I don't give a fuck. They are what the whole world knows who they are and what they are. They're a terrorist force. And their own people in Israel are protesting against that government and asking for a ceasefire. Their own people, right? Haaretz released that report. Their own people know that they're wrong. And you got Jewish brothers and sisters around the world
So cute.
speaking up because they're like, you don't represent us and you're making things worse for us. So yeah, look, we're shadow banned. You do what you want. I don't give a shit. We're gonna speak on it. Me and Kibbs made a decision that we will speak on it, even though our podcast is about geeky stuff and whatnot. As usual, well, I didn't say it in the beginning. Hopefully, people see the description. You can skip one. We give you the option.
Yeah.
You don't have to listen to us.
You don't have to listen to us.
This shit. Not shit, but skip this stuff and go to the Geek Out news. But yeah, that was just my thoughts on this week, bro. Like it's a disgusting week again. Loads of innocent people, innocent children.
It's horrible. It's horrible. I keep telling people I won't forget, and I know what I fight for. I know what for me is right. You can't dictate my decisions, you know. Just people try and justify kids dying, people dying, bro. I don't know. You know, Immortal Technique said it. We've said this before. There must be something. Whatever happened to you, I'm sorry. Whatever happened to you, I'm sorry. People tell me to switch off. People tell me to not watch it. It's not, you know, it's got nothing to do with you. I'm like, oof, yeah, it's a shame, bro. It's an absolute shame. But listen, as I said, man, free Congo, free Sudan, free Palestine. It's horrible what's happening, but we need to talk about it. It's our I find it like our responsibility to educate other people. 100%, we maybe not get it right, but just to put the word out there, have a look for yourself. You know, we've got a couple of scientists in our friends group that follow Scientology. I ain't got nothing against him, bro, but it is what it is.
Who do I know this person?
Yeah, man. I was going to say WB Bush for some reason. I don't know why. Excuse me. YB. Shout outs to YB.
Any scientist, but you're just making any Scientology, you're just making that shit up now. But yeah, YB has definitely got scriptures that no one else on the planet has got. And it's in his mom's house. Find out. In North London, Tottenham. Anyway, no.
Yeah, but we'll continue. No joke, but listen, do what you can, guys. We've got donation links in our Instagram and TikTok page. And it doesn't matter, even if it's not through our page, just they need our help. You know, we do what we can to spread the message and donate what we can. But your guys, every little helps. Like I'm telling you, man, like it's not about even it being a good deed. Yeah. People keep thinking, yeah, charity is a good deed. It's not. It's a part of our nature of what we do. You know. It makes the world more kind, bro. It's weird. I dropped Alara off to school this morning and I sat on a bench and I asked her, what do you want to be when you grow up? And she said, kind.
Mm.
That's it, man. That's coming from a child's point of view. She just wants to be kind.
Yeah.
And if we can do that all together, that changes a whole lot of things, man. Whole lot of things. But yeah, my heart goes out to the people of Palestine, Congo, and Sudan. I'm telling you, my heart goes out to them.
Definitely.
Excuse me, madam. Don't put that in your mouth. Yeah, chi. Okay. All right. I'm gonna leave it to it. All right, bro. Sorry.
Yeah. No. You're good, man. Listen, man. I mean, like I said, I mean, we'll keep it to that, you know, for that. But it's just awareness for us. It's nothing. We're not trying to give you the news or any of that sort of stuff. It's just awareness, and I feel like we have a responsibility just because there are people that listen to us. We do have a form of a platform, even though it's few people listening and whatnot. And like I say, we give the people the option, skip all of this if you don't want. No one's saying here, listen to this. But I would just feel like a dick if this podcast is a form of expression. I know we got certain topics, but if I don't express how I feel about that stuff,
excuse me, Exactly.
I'll be a hypocrite. So that's my
Excuse me.
opinion on it. All right, but guys, on that note, look, we'll leave it there for that. Again, just awareness, guys. It's all about awareness, and it's just about being a human being and not justifying innocent people dying, children dying, regardless of where they're from. Just to justify that is disgusting. So just be aware, and let's just try and get to a place of peace. We're going to push our governments and stuff, protests and all that sort of stuff. But donate; those people are going to need it. All right, well, let's move on. Let's move on. There's a couple of other stories on the real world issues that I wanted to bring up. First of all, rest in peace, Shelley Duvall, who died at 75. For me, best known as Olive
Yes.
from Popeye movie. She was also in what else was it, Gibbs, man? I was trying to remember.
Oh, it's gone right out of my head as well. It's the horror movie with Jack Nicholson, The
Jack
Shining.
Nicholson, Shining,
Yeah.
The Shining. That
Yeah.
was the one. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking about. So rest in peace to her. I'm not saying that I watched all of her stuff, but like I said, I do have memories of her being Olive and from The Shining as well. I'm sure she's had a collection of stuff out there. So her legacy's out there with her fans and with her family and her fans. So rest in peace to her. There was someone else you posted, bro, that passed away. Did you post
Hold on.
I just wanted, again, just all respects. If you post, I mean, look, people pass away all the time, and it's just out of respect based on the pop culture stuff that we cover.
No, definitely. Shannen Doherty passed away recently. She was in a TV program called Charmed, but she did loads of films and TV shows. She did a lot of work with Kevin Smith, and she recently passed away. She was 55 years old. So again, you know, there's a big fan base there that she leaves a legacy for and family as well. So rest in peace.
Rest in peace, man. The last thing on that was I just wanted to quickly point out as well the Alec Baldwin's case was dismissed with withheld because of withheld information. So the judge dismissed his case. Alec Baldwin, you know, he got he shot the with respect
Director.
to was it director, the camera director or something like that? There was a live round in the gun, and they were trying to figure out how that happened. And because of withheld evidence, they dismissed the case. So he's free now. You know, I mean, I don't think he meant to kill it.
I don't think he intentionally wanted to do that, but then somebody's put the bullet in there.
Yeah, they need to discover who it was, and the person in charge of the safety and whatnot. I mean, again, guys, look into the thing. I just wanted to bring this point up, but just the person who was put in charge of this health, the safety and the guns and all that stuff. Yeah, there shouldn't have been a live round in the chamber anyway, or on set anyway. So it wasn't him that put the live round and put the bullet in someone's head and shot. It should have been all clear anyway. But obviously, he's the one who pulled the trigger. He's the one who's going to live with that for the rest of his life. So anyway, the case was dismissed, and I hope. How do I pull it, man? Just the family.
She doesn't get justice then, does she?
I hope the family gets some justice. I'm not saying that he goes to prison and gets justice, but they find out what happens or they get compensated or something. I don't know. I mean, you can't compensate over a life, but whoever's the health and safety, you know, movie sets in the future, they do better, you know? So.
Yeah, that's a shame. That's an absolute shame. That's an absolute shame.
Yeah. Let's move on. Let's move on to things we watched. There's a few things we want to give a review on. The first one was Axel Foley. We watched that last week. Eddie Murphy coming back as the character Axel Foley in Beverly Hills Cop 4 after what, nearly 30 years or something like that.
30 years again, yeah, 30 years.
Watched it. What was your thoughts, Gibbs?
No, listen, man, it had some great laugh out loud moments. It was great to see a matured character back on the screen. I feel like because sometimes you could try and put the character back on, but they don't age, right? Yeah. They just carry on like things are exactly the same still. I personally think it was a bit too long. 2 hours is a bit too long for this movie. I feel like an hour and a half would have been perfect. I feel like they've got 30 minutes in there that they didn't need. But it's always great to see that universe grow. You know, there's new characters that get involved. There's a new thing to do. It's great to see the old cast back, bro. They brought back the old soundtracks that got me all excited and my. Bro, I've been listening to Beverly Hills Cop soundtrack for years. But not that Beverly Hills Cop 1 has this the most unique soundtrack out of all of them. And it's the best soundtrack. You know, you got the Neutron Dance, you got Stir It Up by Patti LaBelle. Like this, bro, some great classic tracks. So it's great to see that all come together, bro. And even him showing himself, Heat Is On, there you go. The Heat Is On, Neutron Dance, that Stir It Up by Patti LaBelle. Bro, it's just absolutely awesome, bro. It was a good fun. I mean, it's the nostalgia that's gonna get us, right? I think the nostalgia of it is gonna take us over, and for me, it took me over. But as a person who enjoys watching films, there are some things. Some now, like I hate nitpicking. I hate nitpicking. I'm not a nitpicker, and I'll give it all the praises it deserves because it was a good action movie, bro. You know, and it still had elements of the '80s vibe in there still, just 30 years later. Yeah, I enjoyed it, bro. I mean, the nitpicks is that I found it a bit too long. Other than that, it's fine. It's a movie I can slap on again. For some reason, and it does still have rewatchability to it, so I will be able to put that back on and enjoy it for what it is. I think if I start putting on a different mindset, and I never do, I go in there with an open mind. I enjoy films of all types, bro. But yeah, I don't think I'll watch it again. I'll sit down. I'll probably watch it again tomorrow. I'll put it on. So it's still got rewatchability. I feel like it was a bit too long. That's the only thing. Other than that, bro, you see those characters. You know, it's weird, bro, because we're at an age now, and Dad is probably like that now when it comes to watching like Sylvester Stallone coming back as Rambo. You know, Arnold coming back as the Terminator. For us, it's Axel Foley. It's one of those movies that will just continue in generations where I still get to go to the cinema with Dad to watch any Stallone movies or Arnold movies or anything else. This would be that for Beverly Hills. So yeah, it continues.
Agreed. I mean, I really enjoyed it, man. I think Eddie Murphy is still got it. He brought the character back. There was not that I'm an analyst of characterization or whatnot, but I didn't see any flaws in him bringing back Axel Foley. His his impersonations.
Yeah.
That he done that in the big one in the beginning. We always used to laugh about, is this the man that rocked the buffet? Like he still does it. He still does it in this movie.
I love it.
Throughout the whole movie, he does the same thing. He still bring about impersonation. He still walks into certain places with a confidence and is able to, investigate or just like go into a place and just act like he owns a place and whatnot. His impersonations are just amazing. When he done that Jamaican one, it was absolutely hilarious. I mean, he's on point, and to see Rosemary and what's the other guys? Haywood, back. They look old, especially. Is it Haywood, the other guy, the other old guy? They look
Who
old.
was the chief of police?
He became the chief now.
Yeah. He's old.
He look old, but it's good to see them, the whole crew back. It's good to see
that guy. Serge, come back, bro.
Yeah, Lyman Twist. To see him come back, the whole bro, it was just awesome. And then you with the new characters in there. You had I have to be honest, like from the beginning I knew Kevin Bacon was the main,
the bad guy.
I mean, look, but the thing is, it's not, I mean, I'm not, this ain't like the fucking Sixth Sense or something. I don't want that factor in it. I'm like, oh, okay, I get it, he's the dude, let's see how we get there. I don't need a Sixth Sense factor of like, oh, I didn't know it was him. Like, no.
Exactly.
So yeah, but man, just very enjoyable. And just great to see Eddie Murphy take the piss out of like new age shit. Because he's one of the best stand-up comedians. So when he's getting arrested by those cops and so like they look like they're driving a tampon.
Fisher Price car.
Fisher Price car. I think that was from the other guys, but a Fisher Price car and whatnot. It's funny to see Eddie Murphy even though he's still alive and kicking and whatnot, but just comedy in the real world and his kind of thoughts on how things are. I mean, I know it's a movie, so he's going to cut down, which is why I want him to do a stand-up comedy special. It would be so amazing.
Yeah, without doubt, definitely, without doubt.
I feel like if they make more, I'll be in. Honestly, if as long as it's Eddie Murphy, as long as they make more, I'm in. But this one felt like the original. It's hard to create a show that feels like the original one from 30 years ago. I mean, the only other
No, of
one
course it is. Of
I
course
feel
it
like
is.
that's
Of
done
course.
that is like Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai, I feel like has done that. Has done a great job. But yeah, man, great movie. Axel Foley was awesome. I really enjoyed that.
No, great film. I just wanted to hold up. Let me see if I can find it. There's a clip on YouTube which I will put into the description for you guys to check out. Tropic. Let me just get this. My computer's running proper slow. Did you know that there was a pilot done for a Beverly Hills Cop TV show? It was starring Brendan T. Jackson, who plays Al Pacino in Tropic Thunder. And in the first pilot episode, you had Eddie Murphy in there. It's a 10-minute clip. It's on YouTube. I'll put the link in there. It's interesting to see. I don't think it would have worked, but it's always nice to see Axel Foley. And this would have been a couple of years ago, bro. I think it was like 10 years ago or 10, 15 years ago that he reprised the role as Axel Foley, but the pilot didn't work, so it didn't come out. So, but check out the link in the description. I'm sure you guys will enjoy that just to see Axel Foley from like 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah, oh God, I didn't even know that, bro. That's crazy. Okay, that's awesome. Yeah, guys, check that out. That's a good plug. All right, well, let's move on to the next one, man, because I mean, I think that's all we have to say about Foley, right? I mean, I would say watch it. It's on
It's a good
Netflix.
watch.
If you
It's on
got
Netflix, check
Netflix,
it out.
you got a Friday evening or weekend evening free, then go check it out.
Yeah.
The next movie I watched, bro, which was a really nice one. I watched it with Idris as well, which was awesome, was Inside Out 2. Bro, like the first one's actually really good. I put that
Yeah. The first one's amazing, bro.
First one's really good, and this one's even just as good. Just about the emotion. Like it's a child movie, and there are different emotions that try to kick in and teamwork in your head to get you through your day to day. This girl, I forgot her name now, man. The character, she becomes a teenager now.
Is it Rachel? Not Rachel.
Where's her name?
Click on cast, bro.
Where's cast?
Anxiety, envy, fear. Valentina?
Is it Valentina? It might be Valentina.
No, I don't think so. Keep going. Well, this has got a good cast, though.
Oh, it's got an amazing cast.
Riley. There you go.
Riley. That's it.
Riley. Yeah, there
Riley.
we go. Yeah.
So Riley's now becoming a teenager. So some of the emotions, new emotions are kicking in, like anxiety, which was one of the big ones, right? That's what teenagers a lot go through and stuff. Where's our faces, bro? There we go. Let me get this back to where we were. Anxiety was a big one, bro. So that one played almost like the main organizer when it comes, like Joy was always one who was like in head of control. This time it was anxiety. Then you had I should have stuck to the cast, man, but the other emotions that were coming in, which were envy and emo one and a fear one. That was the nostalgia, anger. Like I don't know, nostalgia was actually pretty hilarious, man. But and ultimately, I think what the movie was trying to say, what this one was trying to say is like, because this one had an element of like, blocking certain emotions to kind of get it through life or whatnot. But ultimately, what makes you is all the emotions you go through, everything that you go through, from good to the bad. Like you need to, everything that you go through, every emotion that you express, ultimately makes you who you are, makes you the character who you are. And it's a beautiful meaning for kids, It's kind of letting kids know, like, you don't need to be embarrassed by certain emotions or whatnot. Express yourself, man. It all expresses who you are, and it's just kind of almost as well, like, feel free to express your emotions and also to manage your emotions. Learn how to manage your emotions, be it anger or fear, or control your emotions. Use your emotions to get through things or whatnot. Really nice movie, bro. It spoke a lot about anxiety. I know it's based on a teenager, but even us adults can learn from how anxiety can affect us on our day-to-day, how anxiety can, because anxiety is basically based on things that hasn't happened. You're thinking about tomorrow, you're thinking about the possibility of things happening, and then you're mostly thinking about the negative things, the possibilities of what can happen, also the negative things. And that's why anxiety kind of messes with your head and stuff. And it's about controlling that anxiety. Anxiety is necessary to help you kind of drive through and whatever. But too much anxiety is just not good, right, for the brain. So it's about controlling that. So beautiful, very nice, bro. Very nice
How
movie.
did it? How did Idris find it?
He enjoyed it, man. He enjoyed it. He was obviously
Yeah.
in the cinema. By the second half, he's a kid. He's kind of up and down and whatnot in the cinema. But what do you call it? Yeah, he enjoyed it. If you got time, take a Lara, man. Did you get the screening for that one? I'm surprised you didn't get one.
No, I didn't. I didn't get the screening for that one. As you know, the screening game is a difficult one now,
Yeah,
and it's
well,
really last minute. It's never.
if you could
It's
take
never in like
Isla,
2 weeks.
take her. Alara, sorry. If you could take Alara,
Yeah.
take her, she'll definitely enjoy it. And I think this is the first movie of the year that hit 1 billion. I believe it's hit
Ooh.
1 billion in the box office. It's first one this year. So
Good. Cinema's better, bro. We've had a good year of cinema, bro. We've
so
had a
far,
good year of cinema because it's not been oversaturated with other stuff. We've got to see some great movies this year, bro. Like, I can't even think about it off the top of my head because I keep thinking about the one we've just seen. So yeah, we've got some great stuff coming up, man. But yeah, no, I'll definitely. I've got time. I'll make that time. Lara's on holiday next week, so yeah, I'll make time. We'll go cinema and the rest of it.
take her.
Definitely.
She'll enjoy it,
Yeah.
man. She'll definitely enjoy it. So that was my thoughts on Inside Out 2. The other thing I watched while I was in London was Eric with Benedict Cumberbatch. Let me
Did you
share.
finish it?
Yes, I did. I did.
Okay.
It got me. It got me enough to say I'm gonna finish this by this week. It's
Cool.
dark. It's dark. There's a bit of humor to it, but it's more of a dark side than anything. But let me bring it up on the screen again so people can see what I'm talking about. I mean, Cumberbatch again. Anything he does is just fantastic, right? He's just an amazing actor and whatnot. But it was ultimately like there was so much to it. Like it was
Yeah.
New York back in the early 80s. It was, you know, his relationship with his parents, his relationship with substances, his relationship with his son. His son's imagination. He works in a puppet show like Sesame Street and whatnot, one of those type of things.
Okay.
And it does inspire his son to be very creative. Ultimately, his son, it's crazy. The way he ended up finding his son, and spoiler alerts, guys, and it's not spoiled too much, but the way he ultimately finds his son is his son has an idea for a character. His son's very creative and whatnot.
Yeah.
So he goes into obviously he lost his son, the depression, all that sort of stuff, right? Kicking in. He's on substances. He ultimately creates his son's character because he believes if I could create this character, put him on the show, but just create this character, it can lead me to his son. And then just because his son's so creative, he's an artist. He discovers like a map that his son drew of the city and the stuff that he sees every day. It's actually really cool. And ultimately, at the end, you know, he goes on this dark journey through the dark side of
Yeah.
So absolutely amazing, man. Great show. It also shows, you know, against the early 80s. So it's almost like a police detective drama of, finding missing children and all that sort of stuff.
Okay.
It's actually really good. But it wasn't
Based
like
in New York, right?
based in New York. It wasn't like a dark thriller in the sense that there was something bright to it. I think that was the character Eric, you know, even though he was, you know, he swore and all that sort of stuff. There was a light to it. The kid was light, obviously, finding the children.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, I have so much to watch, man. But another one, if you have time to watch it, check that one out, man, because
No, I will do, bro. I will do, definitely.
what else was there, man? What else did we watch? The Bear, I tell you what, once I finish The Bear, we could give a full-on review.
Yeah, same. I need to catch up on that as well.
It's fantastic. Like there's no, I can't, it's just good. It's just amazing. As we spoke about. So we could talk about that properly once the series finishes. We can talk about The Boys because I feel like that's one you can comment on every episode. What did you think of this week's episode? Spoiler alert, it's talking about episode 6, right? Was it 6?
I think so, 6 or 7. So this is the one where they find out A-Train is a snitch. And that scene in the office, bro, that was proper brutal, bro. Oh, sorry. Lost my
Which
train of
scene?
thought
Which
there.
scene in the office? Which one? Which part are you talking about? Sorry, I go blank sometimes.
When Mother's Milk comes in with the machine gun and
Oh, really good. It's like a heroic
Yeah.
action scene, man.
I know it was good. It was really good. I feel like it's already a messed up universe, bro. And like what they go through on a daily basis is horrendous, bro. Like I would not want to be in that universe. But the journey that the whole team are going through, because each of them are going through really something bad, but they're trying to, at the end of the day, they're trying to get to this one goal to get rid of Homelander. And I feel like they're getting to that point. But it'd be interesting. I feel like I'm starting to agree with you and think, you know what? I think the Sun's going to play a big part of this, bro.
I think so.
Definitely. Yeah.
He's way more human than Homelander. Remember, he had those human years with his mother, who he loves
Yeah.
very much.
And he said it in the puppet show, you know, like my mum wouldn't want this. They're my parents.
Exactly.
So
Exactly. So I
no.
think that he's gonna be it might even give us that cheesy heroic thing that we want, because when A-Train became finally, I mean, I would say almost like a good guy, still a bit of a dick probably, but there's a nice feeling about it, man. As someone who likes superhero genre, as someone who likes heroes and stuff, when that kid, when he on the previous episode, he said it himself.
Yeah.
When that kid saw him save mother's milk, and there was no cameras, there was no involvement. It was just him saving, and that kid's eyes were just so bright, and he was the first kid he's probably saw him to see him as a hero. It goes to show A-Train was always a hero. He just needed that
guidance, isn't it?
yeah,
Push.
that guidance, and it's great to see. Honestly, I know he's a traitor to them, but he's not a traitor to us. You know what I mean? We want him on the boys' side, really. So we want so I wonder I don't know. I do see him dying. Homelander's just that brutal. I see him killing him.
Yeah, he's gone, bro. He's
eventually.
finished.
But I hope he's there for a while still. I mean, the beef between I mean, Black Noir can fly now. That Black Noir can fly, and obviously it's a new guy, right? The Deep is just he's just a fucked up character. That scene with the octopus was almost like I was telling Ash, we're watching Bestiality on TV on an Amazon TV show. Like what the fuck? Like what the actual fuck? Okay, when we first saw that scene in season 3 or 4, when he was actually that was Bestiality on a TV show, and now he's got a full-on relationship. I'm like, what is this universe? And what are we accepting? What are we accepting, right? Anyway, the way he ended up killing her or letting her die was just almost like human, because of the human voice.
It was.
And the gasping of air. And you're like, oh, this is kind of, why am I feeling like this is deep? I mean, he's killing octopus, but because it's the love there's a relationship. This octopus loves him, and then you're putting that human element voice, and the voice is gasping for air, saying, please, I love you, I love you. You're like, oh damn, like this is some crazy writing that I'm actually appreciating, in the fact that I'm not saying I care for the octopus, but I'm like, I feel something. Like, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah. We all do, bro. For all creatures. It's just us. Some people are just, I don't know, cold, isn't it? But
yeah, but it's just weird, man. It's just like I said, it's his love interest. Deep's a messed up cat, bro. Deep's a messed up character, boy.
Oh no, he is definitely, without a doubt.
Yeah, it's interesting.
You couldn't hear wifey in the background there, could you?
I can hear everyone, to be honest, with the kids and the wifey, yeah. Not clearly, but I can hear it in the background.
All right, cool. Let me see. How about now?
Yeah, no, it's better now. It's better now.
Okay.
It's funny also with Deep as well, because he's like one of the most handsome guys on the show, and he's the most messed up ever. But it's interesting where the show's taken us. You know, Homelander, regardless, man, if he had that smartest woman alive on his side, he just can't take instructions. He just can't take anything outside of. He just, I don't know. His upbringing, his insecurities just doesn't allow him at all to take anyone's advice or someone else's plan or whatnot, or he just wants to be told everything. He's not a great leader, but Mother's Milk is a great leader.
He is, bro. He is 100%. I feel like he is. I know he wants to get away, bro, but I think that's for any father who doesn't want to be in a difficult position. He wants to be able to do good for his family, but do good for the work he does as well. So I did feel for him. I wanted him to go, bro. I don't know why. I really wanted him to go. Man got hives coming out because all of the stress and panic attacks. I felt for him, but he came back strong, bro. Came back strong.
Yeah.
He has a purpose. There's a bigger picture in it. When you see a bigger picture of what could happen if reality continues down this path, we're all done. humans are just, we're done. Soups are going to take over. So it's an interesting thing because as much as we love this superhero thing, not all of us have that mentality to keep it up. Yeah, it's horrible. I felt for him, but it's good to see him back.
Definitely, man. I think I really just think it's I just like his leadership, man. He admitted that he had a problem. I'm vulnerable in charge of you guys. And then, when he put Butcher back in charge, who everyone is thinking this, you can't put Butcher in charge. But then he understands Butcher is a good leader and he could do what is necessary, even though Butcher's he's fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
No, but this like I said, I really enjoyed this show. I mean, like they really have acknowledged real world issues and stuff here in this
100%, bro.
show.
100%. I feel like they put all of that political shit in there in such a way that it's relatable. You know, the real world is horrible, bro, and they've made that world horrible too.
Yeah, exactly, man. All right, cool. Well, let's move on to some trailers. And we spoke of the Marvel ones anyway, so let's talk about Gladiator 2, bro. That trailer dropped.
Oh yes. So
reaction, go on. What was your thoughts? We put reactions up, guys. They're always up, and if you take a look. But what was your thoughts on that?
it's a movie we didn't need, but I'm gonna watch it. You know, it's always gonna be the one that we're gonna watch it, but it's a movie we didn't ask for, and it's a movie we didn't need. How do they continue this? It looks like, I mean, they've got a couple of returning characters back into this. It's just, it's the first movie, bro. Is such a great ending. Like, I was, what's the word? I was satisfied. A man got his revenge, kill up the king and everything. Now we got to go through this man. Like, I know, I understand that it's Lucius, who was the son of that woman that I don't know how it worked, but bro, you got Denzel, Pedro Pascal, Joseph Quinn, uh, is that Coney Nelson, Digimon, Hansu. I can't. It's a great cast, bro. They got a great cast together. You know what I mean? Uh, just we didn't need it. I honestly, I honestly feel like we didn't need that.
Yeah, I mean, bro, 100% we're gonna watch it. That's no doubt about it.
Yeah, yeah.
I watched the trailer, and it is epic. It is grand. It is big. I mean, the original Gladiator gave us the Colosseum. That's an experience of the Colosseum, a piece of history that we would never have experienced. Like maybe you could say the UFC is a new age gladiators, whatnot.
Yeah.
In my opinion, or whatnot. But to have gladiators fight in that, they gave us just this grand experience. Now I think this one's going to give us that too. The only thing that really got me in that trailer, in my opinion, was the Kanye tune. Like, really, I agree with you. We don't need a part two. I really don't need a part two. Now I'll watch this and I'll hope that it's as great. But I don't think it'll be as great, but I think it'll be good because Ridley
It'll
Scott
be
behind
good,
it, whatnot.
bro.
But
Yeah.
because anything Denzel's in, come on, he smashes it, right? He's amazing. Pedro Pascal, like the cast itself is amazing. I'm sure the story and everything that they'll put behind it, the way they build it up will be amazing too. But that soundtrack really hit me because one thing that's great with the first movie has the most epic soundtrack of all time. I heard Hans Zimmer do it live when I listened to him when I went to the concert. I mean, it's one of the most epic soundtracks ever. And I'm not saying that Kanye tune is the soundtrack for this movie, but what I'm saying is just putting that vibe there in that trailer, I was like, no, it doesn't go. I'm sorry. In my opinion, it doesn't go. This is
You know what, bro? I've been seeing debates on this online. Yeah, if you listen to the track,
the lyrics. Yes, he talks about
the lyrics. Yeah. But in general, you're right. I felt like it. It just basically, bro, it's a hype track for the trailer. It will work. That's all it is. Other than that, I think for us, because now we're old school, we want the soundtracks. We want, when we watch Inception trailer or you watch what's that, Interstellar or any other epic, you want to hear the epic soundtrack. You watch the Last Samurai soundtrack, you hear Hans Zimmer kicking in, doing his thing. So like you want those, but we're not in that era no more, bro, man. They need to bring bums on seats, bro. Bums on seats. Bring. We need people back in the cinema, and we've had a great year. I think. I think ever since last year when Barbie came out, when Oppenheimer came out, and all these movies are slowly. We're getting different types of movies coming out doing great. It's getting more bums on seats, bro. We still got a lot to do. I feel like since COVID days, we haven't fully come out of that. But then streaming services have ruined that as well. I mean, if you're putting something on VOD within a month, bro, we're coming from an era where we had to wait 7 years for the VHS. Or no, to go on ITV or BBC, you know what I mean? So there's so much to it, bro. Definitely so much to it.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, look, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it, no doubt about it. I'm gonna give it a chance, of course, and we'll see how it goes. And they did mention Maximus, and it is a continuation, and there's that legacy there. So let's see what they do, which is always gonna be interesting to see what they do. All right, cool. That's all the things I watched this week, bro. We obviously spoke about all the Marvel stuff, so we don't need to go into that anymore. Was there anything else you watched that you wanted to kind of talk about before we get into the news?
No, that was it, bro.
All right, well, let's get into the news. Let me share my screen and we'll get into all the news topics and stuff. The first one, man, it was a tribute to the new Superman movie. Will
Yes.
Reeves will appear in the new Superman movie. And why can I not go to the screen?
There we go.
Nope, because I can't see the tabs. This is perfect the way Zoom has done this. Oh, here we go. No, Will Reeves. There we go. There we go.
There we go. Will Reeves.
Freaking hell. Sharing the screen is long, man, sometimes. Anyway, Will Reeves, as bad as it sounds, I don't know if I think he is an actor and stuff like that. Obviously, he's not on my radar, but the fact that James Gunn wants to put him in the Superman movie, and obviously I feel like that's a tribute to the legend Christopher Reeves, who's really, as crazy as it sounds, this is why his legacy is so amazing. He has become the face of Superman.
Of Superman,
I feel like
yeah.
no matter who you cast or what you do, there's always gonna be a face comparison to Christopher Reeves. He's legend. He is Superman. He really put the face on Superman. So to put his son in this movie, I don't know who he's gonna be or whatnot. It might just be a little side character, but a tribute to him is it's James Gunn. I feel like that's just James Gunn paying tribute.
Yeah,
to
bro. He's being a geek, bro.
Yeah.
He's being a geek. He's being a geek, and that's what I love about it. And I think there's a lot of people that are still kind of umming and ahhing about it, and I'm like, James Gunn, everything he's done so far in the superhero world has absolutely smashed it. He's got the credentials, bro. I have got no qualms or no issues. He will absolutely smash. He's going to give us something. We're going to laugh. We're going to cry. We're going to be full of action. We're going to be shocked. We're going to have all sorts, bro. He's going to give it to us all. And I think at first I was a bit kind of like, okay, him taking over DC, interesting. Like the studio is part of it, the movie making. I think he'd be great. But then I was like, oh, he's directing Superman. Ooh, this is very interesting. He's writing the script for this. This is going to be even more interesting. Bro, we're in for a treat, bro, honestly. This time next year, Superman should get the love he deserves, bro. He's the original OG. He's the original OG, bro. He's the one who started this off. We would not have superheroes if it wasn't for Joe and Jerry creating Superman, honestly. So I'm pumped for this, bro. I can see everybody else is pumped for it as well. So let's go. Let's effing go.
I can't wait for it. I really can't. So that's gonna be epic, and I think it's gonna be a great tribute to the late great Christopher Reeves. May God rest in peace. All right, well, some more DC news was Kumali Nanjiani is rumored to play Booster Gold in the DCU. What do you think about? I don't know much about Booster Gold. I know Kumali was in obviously Eternals, and I've seen him in other movies using the Ghostbuster. He's got this very charismatic humor to his characters. That's the type of acting he is. He's like a comedy actor with he's like a comedy actor with like charisma and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't know nothing about Booster Gold. Do you know much about him? Does he suit that character? Is that the way that character is?
I think so, bro. They're gonna get somebody cheesy, and because Booster Gold is a cheesy superhero. So it'd be interesting to see if they actually do this, because some people are gonna go crazy, bro.
Well, you know, as you can see from the comic books, Booster Gold's complexion versus,
Yes.
Kumali's complexion, people might have a problem with that. My thing is, and I've spoken about this clearly, bro. I'm with you, bro, in the sense that don't force a diverse character. But my thing is, if they're not a main character, and when I mean a main character, and they have a background that we're all familiar with and whatnot, then that I think if you recast them into a different culture and all that sort of stuff based on what we would know, that's a bit of an issue. But if it's a side character, if it's someone that someone's not crazy familiar with, then I don't think it's a bad thing. I mean, Nick Fury is a perfect example. I don't even see anyone else as Nick Fury except Sam Jackson, because he's kind of like a side dude and whatnot. Sam Jackson done an amazing job and they amazingly built him up. But I just used him as an example. But back to the DC universe, if you change Superman into a Bengali dude, I'd be like, no, no. Like maybe it's a different person from Krypton, but not Clark Kent, because there's already a history there. You know what I'm saying? So he's not a main character, in my opinion. And again, I'm not a Booster Gold enthusiast, so maybe some people out there are. But I'm like, I would call myself almost as a casual in regards to Booster Gold. So as a casual fan, I'll be like, yeah, I don't see an issue with that, as long as he gets the characteristics of the character right in for the DCU. And but I'm sure people will be complaining, bro. I'm sure they will be.
It's always
I said this the other day though. I was talking to a friend in just general about this whole DEI thing and in the movies, because he was telling me, "Well, I don't know about Deadpool and Wolverine, man. I know you're hyped, but they got that woman as the villain. I feel like that's another one of the DEI things." I'm like, "Look, bro, listen, I get you, right? In regards to Deadpool and Wolverine, you just need to watch it, because I think there's gonna be so much nostalgia in that movie. It's gonna overcome everything." But in this whole regards to my point with the DEI thing is, I agree. Like, don't put someone in a Bengali Muslim in a movie, a show, whatever, and expect me to like him because of what he looks like. Make me like him for who he is. That's what's more important. You know what I mean? Make me like him for who he is instead of what he looks like. Oh, he looks like you, so you should like him. No. Give me good script writing, give me good characteristics, make me like him, make other people like him for who he is. And then you've succeeded in a great character. But don't just expect me to like him because he's brown and Muslim like me. No, that's not DEI in my opinion. I'm saying shit. No, exactly. That is not, if you put him in some shit content, that is not DEI. That's just taking the piss in my opinion. Make me love him.
I find it offensive, to be honest.
Yeah, it's starting to get offensive when they're in shit movies. When they're shit always. Like, do it right. And if you don't have a brown Muslim to put in, I'm using myself as an example, then put in a Caucasian person if that fits the role. Like, do it right. But if you're going to use someone that looks like me, make me love them, make other people love them, give them great stories and character building. That's DEI, not just throw them in there and people should expect to like it. And we done our part on DEI. No, that's more offensive. Make it right. You do it right,
100%,
you'll get more revenue, you'll get more respect from everyone, you get more respect from the diverse characters, you get respect from the people who don't like DEI. Like, those are the ones that you're trying to capture now, because you've lost all those original fans. You need to capture them back by doing great character stories, character telling, man. And again, I feel like, there's some perfect, like Supercell was a perfect example of that. Nothing was forced. No, it was new. It was South London. What was all relatable to them? Yes, they all look like people that we know. That we're familiar with or look like us. I mean, I know they were all black and whatnot, but people we grew up and whatnot. The area that we grew up. What made them lovable? Their stories, who they were. That's all relatable. That's what made that show amazing. That's why I didn't even think, oh, black, white. No, they were relatable, man. Every single one of them. So that's my opinion on DEI, man. Make me love them for who they are, not what they look like.
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
All right, I went on a rant. All right, next thing. All right, let's get into some. The Lanterns. The Lantern show is apparently going to be written by HBO's Watchmen and Lost creator Damon Lidioff and Chris Mundy, who done Ozark, will also be do the writing team. So
interesting.
That's kind of
big. Some big shows, man. Big shows.
Yeah, that's big. That's big. Going through the rest of the news, man. There's a possibility of Beekeeper 2. I know we had big conversations about that one with the boys and whatnot. I mean, Jason Statham kicking ass, British badass, nothing wrong with that. I love what he does and whatnot. I didn't think that movie was fantastically great, but it was easily to just put on and watch it. There was while I was watching it, there was loads of things that I was getting annoyed about, especially that FBI agent, like the beekeeper's out there getting revenge for her mother, and she's trying to take it, and I was kind of getting annoyed with that. But the movie's, a group of assassins who look after bees. Apparently, I think it's a real thing. I was like, I don't know. Anyway, it could be a Beekeeper 2. Just Satan doing a badass thing. I keep seeing rumors of Goonies 2. I keep seeing rumors of that. I don't know if that's
true.
Leave
it alone, man. Leave it alone.
2027. I keep seeing rumors of that. I don't know if that's true. I saw rumors of Blade Runner TV series. I just tried to search for it. I couldn't find anything. I think they've done some animation and stuff before.
There's an animation coming out, yeah, something like that, where it's a continued animation, but nothing about an extra movie coming out. I think they should leave that alone.
I keep seeing something called Blade Runner. Whatever is it called? Here it is. Black Lotus, but that came out in. Yeah, I don't think that's right. I don't know. It could be rumors. It could be rumors, but I keep seeing something about that. Ninja Scroll, guys. I done a little short on this. Ninja Scroll celebrates its 30th anniversary, and it will be appearing in cinemas, in over 500 US cinemas. I'm trying to find the screen. There we go. If you don't know Ninja Scroll. Here's Ninja Scroll. I mean, a classic in anime, something we grew up with. 1993. This should definitely be a retro movie in the future. This was a very violent one. Fist of the North Star we spoke about before, but this was a different kind of violence as well. Very great anime. If you're a fan of this anime and you get the opportunity to watch it in cinema, only 500 cinemas in the US, so I don't think that's a lot compared to the scope of the US cinemas and whatnot.
Yeah.
But, they're doing that to celebrate their 30th anniversary. Company's 30 years already. It's gonna come.
I'm gonna find out if they're doing any UK screenings. I'd love to see that.
I didn't see anything, but if you find out, take a look. In September, they're looking to do it. So that would be awesome to see that on the big screen. So do take a look.
Yeah, I'll check that out.
All right. The last thing was. Hold on a second. The Horizon Zero Dawn TV. Check this out. So this video game, Ash's familiar with this game. They were going to do a show, the Horizon movie. Is this right? No, that can't be right.
No, that's the cowboy one, right?
Wait. Zero Dawn.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Yeah.
This video game. Ash has been playing it. It looks awesome. If you're familiar with this game, then you know what I'm talking about. It looks like a great video game, but I haven't played it. But anyway, with all these new video game movie adaptations, they were going to do this one. But according to reports on alleged toxic bullying, manipulative, and retaliatory behavior of the Umbrella Academy showrunner Steve Blackman, the Horizon Zero Dawn TV series is seamlessly not moving forward at Netflix.
Okay.
So there's been some issues on set, it looks like, and they're not looking to move forward with this one. Maybe they're looking to get new writers and screenrunners before they do it. But I'm not familiar with the game, but Ash was basically telling me it's like a technologically advanced AI technology that's taken over the world, and humans are almost, they're using some tech, but they're almost in a primitive sort of state fighting this technologically advanced AI sort of thing. I don't know. I might have butchered that. But anyway, that doesn't look like it's moving forward anytime soon. Cool. And that's it for this week, man. That's all the news. That's all the reviews. Like I said, we don't have a retro movie review because I was traveling and I didn't get a chance to watch one, so we do one next time. Also, we felt like we needed to cover the Marvel stuff on a separate one because
on a separate episode, that
was a whole separate geek out session, man. It was just
check that out. Check that out. It's on the episode. It's on the link in the description.
100%. But yeah, well, Kibbs, that's it, man. Was there anything else you wanted to share? Any other news, thoughts, things coming up?
Nothing. I'm at the Twister event tonight, so we'll probably catch up about that later on in the week. But other than that, there's not much, guys. Donation links to Palestine are in our social media, but we'll put it in the bottom in the description box as well. I'm going to add that on there. And no, as always, massive thank you to everybody for the support. You guys are absolutely awesome. Thanks for, you give up. We get to do this still because of your guys' support, people listening in and watching. You guys give us our numbers and it translates into we should get these guys at the screening, But remember, as always, we fans, we are not critics. We just absolutely love what we do.
That's it. I mean, there's nothing more to say about that, man. We just two brothers geeking out about this shit, and we always will be. All right, well, cool. On that note, man, guys, thank you for watching, subscribing, liking. If you're new to the channel, if you've got to this far of the show, thank you for watching this far. I don't know if you have, but thank you. Subscribe, like, really appreciate all that sort of stuff. And yeah, man, we'll keep doing this. We'll be back on the next week's episode. And we'll keep out for the channel, reactions, shorts, breaking news. We try to put up everything. So keep an eye on the channel.
Peace. All right. Take care, guys.
Peace.